Okay, so we're shaking out a little bit. Relax your face. Relax your eyes and your jaw. Oh. So when we're shaking, we're releasing tension and we're creating more space in the body. Let's start shaking and we'll shake down. We can shake and people can come and then we can talk a little bit and then we can shake a little bit more. So let's start out with the major joints. Like let's just shake out your shoulders, elbows, hands, and wrists. You can feel like you're flicking off tension from your shoulders out through your fingertips. Hey, you too. Okay, yeah, that's it, shaking out. Maybe you should come a little closer like that. I guess you can hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
make sure that's good, as long as you can hear. But we create a little field as we all start shaking, just like Dharma Chakra, we create a field. So the more we're in the space, but we're also together, makes it more coherent. I wonder, can you get, oh, I guess they said they could hear, right? Yeah, they'll let me know. Okay, so
Yes,
like
we can hear.
loosen your face. So here, one secret is relaxing the eyes. Like we carry a lot of tension in our face. So let yourself relax your eyes almost like they rock a little bit back and forth. Don't make yourself dizzy. And then relax your jaw. Like let your jaw relax. Even make a couple faces, a good thing. And then imagine and let your tongue relax, especially where it enters your throat. Think about the tongue relaxing right where it enters your throat, and then let your throat relax. Make a little sound. They call the throat the chimney to the sky. It's our sky. This is our earth. This is our human beingness right in the middle. So you're opening the chimney to the sky and letting all the smoke out. Now let's shake down the spine. We'll open the spine, and a really nice image for the spine and all those vertebrae in the spine are like a pearls in a necklace. So you want to feel, pearls, they have a nice little space between and they're so soft and they move so nice. So let's start right at the base of the skull, right where the spine enters, and just start shaking and just picture there's 7 vertebrae in the neck. So like those are the first 7 pearls in that necklace. So see if you can move, just relax, move your head, move your shoulders, and let your neck move a little bit. Our necks get pretty stiff with all the upper body work we do, computers, etc., etc. So see if you feel like you can loosen them, even if they feel a little chunky, like there's a couple pearls stuck together. You can just shake a little bit more there, but in a very easy way, like don't cause pain. Now let's shake the shoulders and feel like we shake the spine that's right between the shoulder blades, right at the top of the shoulders. And then we go down through the shoulder blades. There's 7 vertebrae all on the inside of your shoulder blades. So that's another area. And sometimes it really helps to move your shoulders and loosen your chest. You can bend forward and back a little bit. All of that really loosens and opens. And we're putting our, and put your mind there. Put your mind in each one of those vertebra. Relax and breathe a little bit. Just imagine the whole area softens. And now further down, now we're just going to open up the vertebra from the bottom of our shoulder blades all the way down to our belly button in the back, right behind the navel. See if you can feel those loosen up. The point right behind the navel on the spine in acupuncture is the back by the third chakra is called life gate. It's a very, it's an important point for focusing. So just feel like you open up a little bit at life gate right behind your navel. And then loosen up all the vertebra between your navel and your sacrum. The sacrum's down here. So all this lumbar stuff. And if you want to, you can tap like this. Sometimes it's nice because you can't even feel your vertebra because they're tight, right? So you just tap a little bit to bring your mind and your body there and a little bit of circulation and just loosen all the way up, all the way down. And then let's just feel our whole spine from top to bottom. So we relaxed our eyes and our jaw and our tongue at the root of the mouth and the throat and the shoulders between the shoulder blades and in the mid back and the low back, all the way down to the sacrum and the tailbone. Shake your tail like you're a dog. You can shake its tail. And then let's shake out our hips and our legs. Well, I guess we can just keep shaking, huh? I was going to start with some talking, so I'm trying to decide now that we're moving. Should we stop? Maybe just let yourself come to just a little bit of a smooth stop and check out inside. Turn your awareness inside and see. Just notice the sensations. Notice any more feeling of openness or any more feeling of warmth or spaciousness, especially in the spine. Maybe lots of other places. Just a little bit of shaking that we did. All those movements are movements of the chi flow, the vital force in the body, moving, warming. Most of the time when I teach classes, I kind of talk while we're moving, and that's mostly what I want to do today is talk while we're moving. Well, let's do a little more moving. One of the one of the things I like best about Qigong is that it helps open up like our asanas, right? The Qigong's going to stretch and open the body. It's going to increase circulation. It's going to balance the hormones. It's going to massage the inner organs. It's going to help balance the emotions. Oh. And also, it really helps you focus. It helps you focus on different layers of the body. So let's use a little tapping now. So we just opened up through the joints. Let's do a little bit of tapping and just tap. Now we're going to just touch in and imagine that your wrist, so you want your wrist to be nice and loose. And you can imagine, even if you want, that color, a message, a smile comes in through your fingers and tap through your skin. Okay, we're going to tap all through the skin layer, your face, your head, touching in with the skin. And then you can feel like you touch in a little deeper with the muscles. Go with your face and then your neck, into your shoulders. And just slowly, slowly let your hands start guiding the way. There's no there's no right way to do this. You're mostly it's just starting to get a feeling for where am I tight? Where does the body call me? What feels good? And just feel the different layers. The skin's on the top, the muscle's a little thicker, denser underneath there. Any muscles that are really tight, you can imagine and know that those muscles work really hard for you, really hard for us. So just inviting them all to loosen and open. Let's do the arms. Make sure you do the arms. Legs. Mm. And now shake a little bit and feel like you're just shaking through your skin and your muscle layer. Relax. Start to feel and notice the more spaciousness, the warming, the movement, the breath, the touch of the air on your skin. And now we're going to do a practice that goes a little deeper. We want to, we're going to tap and touch in with our internal organs. And we're going to do a Qigong exercise that's called inner smiling. So inner smiling is basically is feeling the energy of a smile and tapping it into the tissue, right? So let's just start with that for a minute. Just let yourself feel the energy of a smile. Even if you just turn your lips up a little bit, you're going to start to feel it. But feel it come from your heart. Feel it come from your heart. And I want to suggest to us that you think about feeling the joy and the smile that comes when you do kirtan, right? When you feel the essence of Bhavanam Kevalam, only the feeling of eternal love, right? So bring that in your heart and then just bring that in through your hands and your fingertips. And let's start with a little bit of tapping in through the lungs. We're going to start with the lungs. Do a cupping tap and just feel like you tap the lungs. So the lungs go from the shoulders down to your diaphragm. They're in the front, they're on the side, and in the back. So just tap through your lungs and feel like you're sending that mantra, you're sending that smile into the tissue. And not only that, you feel the tissue responding, like you feel like those cells, you're listening and you feel like those cells are singing back to you. Just kind of immersing ourselves in some healing energy. Okay. Now the heart, over on the left. Send a smile into your heart, your breath, your smile, into all the tissues of the heart. That feeling of love, appreciation, gratitude. And feel your heart smiling back. And now down a little farther. over on your ribs on the left side, the stomach, the spleen, and the pancreas. So let's tap. These organs digest all the food that makes our body and our flesh. Smiling. Feel them smile back. And on the other side, this is our liver and gallbladder. Tapping in. Sending a little love in there. And then the intestines, your belly, small intestine, large intestine, inside the pelvis, the ovaries, the bladder, the center. And then up around the back, right to the back of the, underneath your ribs in the back, here's the kidneys. So smiling. You can tap the kidneys, you can rub the kidneys, warm them up. And now shake a little bit again. Close your eyes, shake, turn your awareness inside. Let yourself come to a gentle stop where you feel some stillness on the outside, but you feel everything that's moving on the inside. Let the body soften and see if you can allow any movement that's already happening to keep happening. Relax the body. Bend your knees a little bit. Sometimes this feeling is helped by the visualization that we're a piece of seaweed, that we're seaweed in the ocean. We're by the ocean. This morning we just heard in the reading about that a philosophy needs to include the vibrational vastness of the ocean. So just feel right now that you're part of that field of the ocean and that you're a piece of seaweed and the waves move you back and forth. Feel the touch of the water. It really helps if you let your knees bend a little bit, if you can bob a little bit back and forth. Just feel like there's this cleansing and this moving and this flowing place. The chi, the field of chi, it's a flow. Life is a flow, we know that. We're just allowing that flow, letting the body feel it can flow. And then let's stop for a minute. For a minute, let's put our hands over our lower belly in about the second chakra area between the navel and the pubic bone. And let's just breathe and center there for a minute. This chakra is related to the water element in our practices, and it's also related to the water element in the Taoist Qigong system. And often the imagery of the ocean is used here, that there's a vast ocean of chi. So let's just feel right now that there's a vast ocean of connectedness, not only within us, but connecting us all in our circle. and connecting us with our environment. And as you breathe, you can let your breath be like the inner wind that moves the waves on the ocean in the belly. So just gently, gently as you breathe and the belly expands and contracts, feel the breath coming in. We're bringing the outer universe within us. Now let's just picture ourselves breathing. Right now, we're very close to the ocean. I love living close to the ocean and doing these movements by the ocean. So picture that the ocean chi, the ocean and the waves are coming in and rolling back out, coming in and rolling back out. And you can follow my motion, so you can let your hands relax. And let's just let our hands right now go back and forth like we're standing and just feeling those waves back and forth. You can rock back and forth a little on your feet. Keep your balance low in the belly. Just feel like you're flowing with the eternal rhythm of the waves. The movements of the earth, the movements of the moon are all moving the waves in the ocean. This is a this is a this is a simple kind of free form flow of Qigong that incorporates some movements. We're going to add to it. But I love to use this kind of Qigong when I need to center, when there's issues that I'm trying to face and move through. Sometimes when I work with this ocean, I call it flowing with change. So let's just imagine for a moment the ocean is a symbol, right? A symbol for oneness, symbol for the cosmic chi, and it contains all the information of past, present, and future. So let yourself feel as you inhale, bring your hands back, grab the chi from behind you, bring it back through your third chakra area, and then back out into the ocean, right? Inhale, come through, exhale, send it out. So we're influenced by the past, we're in the moment, and we influence the future, right? So just doing this flow and this movement, we're imitating the rituals of nature, we're aligning ourselves with the flow, and then we just let go. Just let go and just feel the essence, like you're dancing and feeling the essence of eternity, right? The past, the present, the future. We're flowing, flowing with change. And we can add, you can let your problems flow, right? Let the problems flow out onto the ocean. Let all your thoughts flow out into the ocean, all your roles, everything you do. Just float it out. Let's add a little something to this now. Inhale, bring the chi back. Now, when you exhale, feel like you dip down and you grab a big wave, and then inhale, and then wash it over you like this. Exhale. Okay? So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. We'll bring the chi back. Let's bring it back and let's hold our kidney area and this area of the third chakra in the back, the life gate. In Qigong, there's this feeling that we accumulate and we can store that positive energy, the positive microvita, and that's the medicine. So let's give a little of that medicine, just kind of breathing in and out, letting the energy from the hands radiate into the kidneys. Breathing in and out, relaxing. Energizing the organs. And then let your hands just kind of slide down and go out to the sides as if you're gathering all the beauty, the positivity, the enlightenment from around you and in front of you. And you're bringing it all, you're condense it into a ball and bring it all back, bring it back to the navel center. Breathe a little bit. The navel center is pretty much in the center of our torso. And there's an instruction in Qigong to feel the center behind the center. So just let those words resonate, bring your awareness inside, and let yourself feel that place of center within. One of the first aspects of a Qigong practice is centering and aligning. And we're going to align our center with the center of the sky above us and the center of the earth below. So let's imagine for a moment that our center behind the center in our third chakra and our navel center is connected with the center of the sky and the pole star above us, above the top of the head. To the ancients, this pole star was very important. It was the center from which that invisible consciousness, the invisible patterns of the sky, of the heavens, of the consciousness, created the form on earth. And the Big Dipper is a constellation that rotates around that pole star. And as it rotates and the handle of that dipper makes that circle, it changes with the seasons that happen on the earth, and it brings abundance on the earth. So let yourself feel that not only is that Big Dipper rotating around that center, that cosmic center, but it's also rotating right in the belly around that navel center. Bring in the outside universe within. That center, they gave it a name and they called it Tai Yi, which is the great one, or great oneness, connecting with the one. And we all know about connecting with that great oneness. So let's just breathe and use that imagery of how we're rotating around that center. And then at the same time, feel that our center is connected with the center of the earth below us. There's a point that's the center of the earth below us, place of warmth, glow, dynamism, gravity. Feeling lined up. There's a guiding triad in Qigong philosophy that's called heaven, earth, and human being. The heavens means the sky, the stars, the sun, and symbolically means oneness, consciousness, expansiveness. And the earth is the manifestation. And human beings, as human beings, we're the bridge. So our theme is bridging the mundane and the supramundane. And let's just feel it right now in our bodies that below us, that we're the bridge between consciousness and manifestation, between what we see and what we don't see, between what our heart knows, what our mind knows, the inside and the outside. As above, so below. So, in the time we have left, let me just say that as we're here and we're in this space, we're going to transition to doing another form. But just to say that this practice started with the shamans in China, who are mostly women, and that they were connecting with the spirits, spirit of the mountain, the spirit of the trees. And eventually, these practices got incorporated into Taoism, Taoist practice. And this idea of the spirit in everything became this one overarching spirit, consciousness as we know it. And Chinese Taoism is a cousin, we could say, to Indian Tantra. And so many of these concepts, even though they sound different, the wording is different, we already know them from our own practices. Eventually, Buddhism also came into the picture, so there's partly Buddhist practice in here too. Let's do a form that I think you like. It's called the heart form. It works with the heart chakra. We're going to move up to the heart chakra. And we want to start out by spreading our feet about shoulder width apart, or wider if you like. One of the main things is you want your feet, look down and make sure that your feet are parallel. Your toes are pointing forward. Or if you want, your toes could point a little bit inward, but I think for the most part, it's easier and better. You just point them straight. And then you kind of move on your knees a little bit. We want to have the knees pointing out towards the toes. The knees want to go out this way so that you feel an arch, like these inner leg muscles are working a little bit. We don't want to go like this, okay? You can even see that doesn't look right. So we want to go out. We want to lengthen the low back, which means we're pulling up a little bit on the abdominal muscles. We're pulling up a little bit on the perineum, which is called the earthly door, like closing the earthly door. Okay. And you want to feel like you're up straight, that your sternum, your heart center, looks up. If your sternum bone goes up, your shoulder blades go down. And then the chin is down a little bit so that neck is long. You just imagine that if there was a cord pulling you up from the top of the head out through the crown, that you could just dangle and you'd be straight, relaxed, comfortable. Called horse stance. Like you're riding a horse. So this inner feeling of the legs is like I'm sitting on a horse. And now we're going to start a movement. So what I showed you before is a flowing kind of qigong. This is a little more structured, so it's going to seem a little bit more like asanas or flowing asanas. But again, it starts out like this. So you start where you inhale and feel like you pull up the energy of the earth. Then you turn your hands, your cupped hands, and you hold your breath. These cupped hands are called lotus palm. So it's like the hands fill with light. Then you exhale, you reach out and you feel you stretch your mind out through your fingertips to the horizon, and you stretch from the very center of your chest, not from your shoulder blades. You stretch from the center of the chest. Then you inhale, you raise up, okay, and you feel like your fingertips stir the stars a little bit, like you're just reaching up into the sky, the stars, the light, the hands filled with light. Then you turn the hands, drop the wrists, and you exhale and you slowly float down. You slowly float down. And this is sometimes called the great bird returns to earth. Okay, so we're raising, this posture is called raising the yin. The yin is form. Okay, raising the energy of the yin, stretch. Inhale, come up, embracing the yang, the light, the enlightenment, and bringing that down. That's another way that we can feel we're doing here, right? We're balancing the flow and the field. We're appealing to positive microvita. And come up. And we're reenacting the process of nature. Like, think about water. It evaporates. It forms clouds. And it rains. Or think about trees. They grow from their root. The sap comes up. They branch out into branches and leaves. They reach up to the sky. They open up with shade. Our body's the same, right? We're directing the bodies to our vertical flows, all of our arteries. If we would see, and then the branching, if we see pictures of your circulatory system and the lungs, they look like the leaves, the branching in the leaves. And then we can do one that's called internal transition. We call it transition. The same thing. But this time, after you reach up, the hands come down like this, and you feel like you're under a waterfall of energy and vitality, and you bring it all the way down through the body, and you press it down into the earth. Okay? And those two movements, followed by a standing meditation that I'm going to describe, are the movements that are done between each of the four postures we're going to do in the heart form. With the standing meditation, you just let your wrists float up, but your elbows are like they've got weights on them. So they're like this. You want to make sure you don't go like that or like that. But the feeling here is I'm holding a tree, right? The tree is so close, I can lean on it, can smell it, it's rooted in the ground, it's growing towards the heavens, and so am I, right? And behind you is a mountain. And any mountain that comes to your mind, also it grows up from the earth, it holds up the sky, reaching to the heavens, and you feel like it's got your back, right? The strength of your back. And then you feel like we have roots in the earth. We feel the earth supporting us. And the fourth is we feel the sky pulling us up. And the image here is that the top of the head floats above the clouds. So symbolically, right? Symbolically, it's like we're letting the head be in the clear space, in the clear light space. And we just breathe with this. You breathe. There's a mantra and an ideation here, and that is, I'm in the universe. The universe is within me. The universe and I are one. So again, this feeling of oneness, the breath, the relaxation. And when we come out of this one, we inhale and we do the lotus palm, hold the breath. We exhale, we reach out and stretch from the heart center. We inhale and come up, stir the sky a little bit, and then bring the light down. We exhale. Okay. So we just did the first two movements of this form. Now we're going to do the next movement, which is called big heart circles. So in this form, we're being in touch with our heart-centered energy, heart chakra energy. And each one of the four postures is a different aspect of that heart energy. So feel for a minute if you like your hands there for a minute, just to breathe. And feel the sense of inner light, inner glow, the guru's guidance, the sacredness of the moment, the pure space. You feel like you move into the purest space within the heart that we carry within the heart. And that energy we're going to send out to the world in this first form. So let the hands float down. With the hands, you make a triangle with a little bit of space between the index finger and the thumb. And we make circles. Come up on the right-hand side and inhale. Come around to the left-hand side and exhale. Okay, we're going to do 6 in this direction. And you want to feel like you beam, the energy of the heart center beams out into the outer world. So inhale as you come up. Exhale down. Number 4. Yeah. Just beaming it out. Take all the personality and personalness out of it. Just let yourself be that channel for that light and consciousness that we all are. One more time. And when we get to the bottom, now we're going to go the other way. Ready? So inhale up on your left side. Exhale as you come down on the right. Just letting the energy flow out into the world, into the universe, into the community from the pure place of the heart. 3 more. One last one. Okay. Now at the bottom, you just let the hands float down and float back up into this transition. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, send the chi out past the fingertips. Inhale, embrace the sky. Exhale, float down like a great bird. And then we raise the hands up into universe pose. So again, just see what happens in this meditation for you. Remember that everything, the imagery is symbolic. It's pointing us in a direction, in that direction of being one with everything. And let's even start to feel like we're breathing the breath, our breath. It's like the breath of the universe, the breath of the park. And then let's come out, inhale. Exhale, reach out. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. So this next posture is kind of nice because it's about the discernment of the heart. So it's called expelling the inner demons. And given our lecture last night, we could say maybe we're expelling those inner repus. But it starts out with an internal transition. Okay, comes out like this, goes up. Internal means we send the energy internally all the way down. Press, exhale. Now we inhale like we did with that ocean pose around the back. You bring your hands up and you can come up on your toes and you go, ready? Let's try. It's fun. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale around, inhale, inhale, come up. Again, up, down. Inhale around, inhale, inhale, inhale. One more time. Inhale. You can do it. Usually they're done 3 to 5 times, depending on the energy level.
Depending on what you need.
Depending on what you need, yeah. You may need a lot of them, right? Up. Up, down. Universe stance. So the thing about this form and this school, which is called the Qigong school, is that they always balance that active kind of energy with this resting, restoring universe stance. It's a good example for our lives, balancing our energy externally and internally. We want to relax, let the heart calm, let the spirit settle, as they say. Now we're going to do number 3. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, reach out and stretch. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. So this next movement is also an in and out movement. It's done not only in this form, but some of the other forms. It's called clawing the chi back to the source. But it's and we can do it in 2 different ways. This is about the heart. So here's how it looks. Ready? We go up, out. We do an internal transition, which is this one. Bring it down. We inhale and come around like we did before. And you have your hands at your waist. Okay. Now in this form, the women go one way and the men go the other way. So the women are going to use their left hand to reach across to the right side of the body like this. And so you press like that. And after you press here, then you extend your hand and you extend all the way through, especially through the middle finger, and you look through that middle finger and you just imagine that you're extending way out at the horizon, okay? And with this, and then the hand becomes more like a claw. And you inhale and you go, you bring positive chi back to the source, okay? Men start the opposite way, right? So you're going to use your right hand. You're going to stretch over to the left side. Extend your finger, especially through the middle finger. Make a claw, and then bring it back into the center. So if you feel like you need to let go of negative energy and bring back positive energy, you can have that ideation in this pose. But also because it's also part of the heart, this finger is associated in Chinese medicine with the heart protector meridian, which is about, this can be about extending love. So let's just think about it as extending love today. And also you can think of they say bring the chi, pure chi back to the source. Think of microvita, whatever you want to feel, you just bring it back to your core. Okay, so let's try it. Ready? Up, down. Inhale around. Exhale, women with the right hand, men with the left. Reach across your body, and then
the left, then
huh? Women with the left goes to the right. Men with the right hand goes to the left. Sorry. All right. Hold the chi back. Now the other way. Send the love out. Pull the love back. Love back. Now, if you can, if your body will do it, you can keep your hips pointing forward, which is going to give you a little bit more of a spinal twist with this one. If that doesn't feel good, just turn your whole torso. It's supposed to be good for the kidneys also, which when you reach like this and extend, you can feel your kidneys in the back under your ribs. Let's do one more set and I won't say anything. Hands float down and then back up. Hold the breath, lotus palm. Exhale. Inhale. Reach for the stars. Exhale, float down. Universe stance. Tree in the front, mountain behind, earth below, sky above. I'm in the universe. The universe is within me. The universe and I are one. And of course, you can always stay in this. This stays 3 to 5 breaths or as long as you want. The more you do it, the more it opens, the more your ideation is. You know, we often feel that we're the observers, like we're the subject and the universe is the object, I say in classes. But let yourself feel like the universe is a subject and we're the object. And now our last posture. Come out, inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, reach out and stretch. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. So this last posture is called small heart circles. It's done exactly like the big heart circles, except you're making circles on your own chest at your own heart center. So when we do this form, we're just going to have our hands on the chest and make small circles over the center of the heart chakra and feel like we're in touch with that pure heart chi on the one level. And it's just, we're massaging that inner heart. And also on a physical level, the personal or emotional level, we can also heal any hurts, any sorrows, any griefs with this posture. So we start out, internal transition. Hold the breath, exhale, reach out, stretch, inhale, come up. Exhale, come down to the heart level. Everyone starts with the left hand on the heart center and the right hand on top of that. And just like before, we're going to inhale up to your right side, like a small circle up to the right, and exhale down on the left side. So up on the right, down on the left. Usually there's 6 heart circles and then we'll change directions, but just let yourself get into it. The healing energy of limitless love. And at the end of your next circle, switch your hands. So your right hand is on your chest and your left hand is on top of it. And now make the circles up, going up on the left with an inhale, circling around, and then down on the right with the exhale. Soothing all the inner places, helping the mind and the heart be calm, feeling the light within. And when you finish your circles, just stop for a minute, take a couple breaths, the hands on the center of the heart. Feeling the essence of our mantra. And then let the hands float down. Transition and universe pose, our final ones for today. Up, down, universe pose. Now to close this form, the closing posture is called returning the 10,000 things back to the source. So this is about everything coming from the center and returning to the center. So we're just going to do it with movement. Ready? Transition. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, reach out. Gather everything from above. Bring it back down to the center. Gather everything behind. Bring it back to the center behind. Send your hands out way to the sides and then gather everything from the front, all the positive chi and microvita, and bring it back. The hands cover the navel center. Women, this time the right hand is on the inside next to the body, and men, the left hand is. Feet are together now. Residing in the center behind the center. And now let's bring the hands up to the heart and out. Exhale. All the way up again, but this time hands are together in the prayer pose, the Anjali Mudra. And now we're going to feel like we're on that lining up with the pole star above. And we bring the chi down and just feel it come down through the inner centers, chakras, all the way down to the center of the body, and we resides in the heart center. And from the heart center, it travels to the palms of the hands. This is called closing, and then we vitalize it. We rub it, hands, we swallow it. Ready? Women from the right, palm, men from the left. Swallow it, gulp it down. Put the rest of it over your eyes, palm your eyes. And with the lids closed, you can rotate your eyes clockwise first, several times. They say up to 9 times, and 9 is often a magic number. And then the other way, you can circle around counterclockwise. So relaxing the brain, relaxing the eyes, feeling filled with vitality. And after your rotations, they do a massage, right? Like we do a massage in yoga. And this is called washing the face. So yeah, washing your face, spread it over the face. And just like any massage, we can do it long or short, but I think we're getting short on time, right? So you can go into your sinuses, you can do above and below the mouth. A lot of attention is paid to the ears, around the ears, massaging the ears, pressing and popping the ears. Press, pop. And then also there's a one called playing the heavenly drum, which is kind of fun. You cup your ears like you're listening to a shell, and in the back of the head right here, you flick your fingers like this. And you just listen inside to that reverb, right? That's called it playing the sky drum or playing the heavenly drum. And then just coat the body with chi, just kind of protecting it, sealing everything in. This is a time, like in any practice, where if you have organs that are ailing or some part of the body you want to send extra energy to, you would do that then. You just would can hold and breathe and smile and send some Babinam Kevalam in there. Okay. And then we end by brushing down, feet are together, you brush down the center line, and the hands stop at the between the navel and the pubic bone. So more like the second chakra area, the base. And we let the breath come in and out there. You want to feel you can feel like you hug the ground with your toes. Pull up on the earthly door, your perineum. They say pull up on the earthly door, open the heavenly gate, which is the top chakra. Right? And just notice your experience, savor the experience for a moment. Notice how the body feels, how the mind, if the mind is relaxed, the connectedness we feel. And they slide the hands over the groin and curl your fingers into your palm, and they put the thumb over the index finger. The index finger is the pointing finger, right? So you're closing all that up. It's like a sealing pose. So you feel like you're just sealing that energy in. A little space under the armpits. And then you open it like opening a flower. And then we do our bows. So the first bow, this is like a puja, right? So do your first bow to the universe, the cosmic consciousness, Parama Purusha, the Guru, the sages. Hmm. And then we do a namaskar to each other, right? Just kind of doing a namaskar. And we've got a big group, but often in classes, this is the most fun part. It's like everybody gets a chance to namaskar, that one person. So just see who's close to your eyesight, right? And bow. You can do with a little bit of a bow, yeah. And when you come up, be sure that you just let that blessing come through your eyes a little bit, right? Not too fast. And then just turn and see if there's somebody else available. Give a deep namaskar. Mhm. Just train, we'll do it a few times. That way we know everybody got some blessings. Usually we should have some people. Let's have some people come and we'll do it to the people, anybody who's watching. Any of you guys who are watching, we can't tell. I can't tell if anybody's watching. Ready?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, we're going to give you a big namaskar. Ready?
Namaskar.
Ready? Namaskar. Oh, we have somebody watching. Namaskar.
With you.